Hello my friends and welcome back to The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings. In our last video, we explored a little bit of Flotsam, caught up with our friends. I really spent most of the time, I'll be honest, arm wrestling, fighting, and playing poker. And just so you know, I did win my poker fights. It didn't take as long as I was afraid it was going to take. I have a couple notes because I saw when I was editing my last video that there was an entry on the brothel. Flotsam's brothel was one of only 2 noteworthy attractions available to visitors and locals. Yet, unlike the scaffold, the bordello kept regular hours, offered a regular repertoire, and had a regular staff. Did I have new people? I don't think so. Oh yeah, Sheila. I wrote down how to say that name. Sheila's presence also turned out to be a lucrative opportunity for Zoltan, however odd that might sound. The dwarf, oh yeah, he cuts gems for her. So my quests that I had that are no longer flagged, I had updates to some that are complete, which is fine. Oh yeah, Poker Face Flotsam is my dice poker, so I have to find Einar Gosel, another dwarf to play poker with. But today we're going to wander around the outside of Flotsam some more, hopefully not take so long. But before we get started, I just want to point out that the deceased elves are still here. I feel like it should be days now that I've been here, but what do I know? There was zoom all the way in, 8 million scrolls. There's a merchant here, Fioravanti. So let's see what he has to sell.
So how's it going, dear? Everything all right at the household?
Oh, I think we heard that before.
Youngsters
no.
screaming in daytime, the old man mooning at night.
And how do you find country life?
Oh yeah,
Is
we
it
have heard
worth
before. Okay, here
marrying
is
an Adda?
Fioravanti, I think.
Greetings. Mind if I take a look at what you have in stock?
Certainly. You're welcome to. I'm Fioravanti, a merchant. Not to be nosy, but weren't you hired to kill the Kayran? I've had my fill of this place, and I'll be glad when the blockade is finally lifted.
Loredo won't let you traders out until it suits him. Seems he needs you here for some reason.
What's that supposed to mean, damn it? Is he organizing some international trade fair? I'm a subject of King Demavend, and I tell you...
Demavend's dead. Ah. Now, if you don't mind, can we get down to business?
Yeah, let me do some shopping and I'll be right back. All right, well, here's a bunch of diagrams and things that I wonder if I should be buying, but I'm not sure if I should be buying them. Okay, so we came in here where my cursor is. We've gone down this area. So let's go back towards the Berthold Candelaria. It looks like a craftsman, and finish this loop, and then we'll go out into this area near the other craftsman because...
So how's it going, dear?
Yes, how's it going?
Everything all right at the household?
Youngsters screaming in day.
Here comes the Witcher. Think he'll agree?
No, I don't know. Should we just walk up and ask him like that?
You should.
Take a good look at him.
Hello.
Just lovely.
Are you running away?
Squirrel sorcerers summoned this rain. The whole sun.
It's just rain. Oh, really? You won't talk to me now?
Just lovely.
The non-human district. Hello, Berthold Candelaria.
Hey, boss. Look who's graced our smithy. That titan of the art of smithing can't hear us. Busy. Work's a blur in his hands. And how are you, Witcher? Things working out for you?
Nice workshop.
Bah, it's no workshop, just a simple forge. But thanks for the compliment, both in my name and the master's. So how can we help you, eh?
Craft items. I apparently can play dice with all kinds of people. Well, what can you craft me? A Witcher's silver sword, superb leather, trousers, resistance to incineration, poisoning, and bleeding. But it doesn't... Oh, dang it, I have to carry all this stuff with me. Ugh. Let's see what he has to trade,
So how can we...
Let's go shopping. Well, he also has a bunch of schematics to purchase, but...
Whole sun. Just lovely.
I'm not sure what to buy at this point, so I'm gonna have to just look at what I am already carrying and then compare accordingly. So, and I'll do that on my own later. What is here? Salmon? No, I don't want to use. I want to examine. Attention, monsters! Wow, this is some serious weather. I love it.
Want to play soldiers and squirrels?
Okay.
Wouldn't throw a dog outside in this. It's really raining now.
Yeah, it really is raining. Like, it's... Look at that tree. That is so... Oh my gosh, I love this game so much.
I'm a witcher! Ha, yeah!
Yeah. Oh, they're following me. Go away. Go away, urchins. Shoo, I feel like you're gonna rob me. Is that a deceased pig? Oh, I should be pushing my magical tell me where things are button. Okay, nobody is talkable to while it's raining, it looks like. Okay, this is the little alley, it looks like. Oh, we can talk to Amadeus Miller.
Oh, welcome!
It's really raining now.
No, it's not raining so much. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm being stalked by children.
Want to play soldiers and squirrels?
No, I don't. I actually have important witchery things to do, okay? I'm a witcher, and I'm important.
Why does he need two swords? Does he tend to lose them?
Yes, I do actually tend to lose them. Okay, there were those two guys over here. Let's try to go.
Fine mess you have here.
There they are.
Dwarves stealing bread.
All right, let's quick
Comes the
save.
Witcher. Think he'll agree?
No, I don't know. Should we just walk up and ask him like that?
Yes.
Take a good look at him. He'd be ideal.
Fario and Gaspar.
Ha! Greetings. A word, if you will.
You see, we've created an alchemical substance and we wish to test it in Vizima in a laboratory.
Seeing as you're a witcher, we wondered if you'd be willing to test it in practice.
In a year or two, given the occasion, you could visit us in Vizima. We'd examine you and reward you generously.
We need to study its long-term effects. We can't say more.
Are you in?
I'm sorry, what? You wanted me to test something out for you? Are you gonna pay me for this? Well, let's see how this all plays out.
Why not?
Splendid!
Excellent.
Now, if you could also keep a journal of the experiment.
Don't overdo it.
Yeah, seriously, don't push your luck. Farid, oh, there's a new journal entry for him, but I don't actually see a quest at all, but okay, let's... Fioravanti, a truly enterprising man, the merchant of Fioravanti had found a niche that produced for him a decent income through his specialization. Though his specialization was extremely narrow, this was the very key to his success, for the secret of commerce is to be exclusive provider of certain categories of goods or services. Thus, Fioravanti was still in business despite his forced stopover in Flotsam. His business didn't seem any more particular than others, but okay. So Gaspar. In Flotsam, Geralt bumped into a pair of strange scholars. The alchemist Gaspar was one of them. He and his colleague Farid, I'm gonna go with that one, tried to convince the Witcher to take part in a mysterious experiment on Witcher's physiology. The study would only yield results many years down the road. Okay. And then, yeah, same thing for Farid. Do I have anything in my inventory for this? Critical effects mutagen. I remember mutagens from the tutorial, but that was a while ago. So, okay. Well, I've explored over there. This is so, this I don't like. So there's supposed to be a way, I think, past the gallows.
It's true. Foltest is dead.
No? What is in here? Okay, let me save. What's in here? I don't think this is where I want to go. No, it's not. How do I get over there? Let me figure this out. All right, I think I found it. But the reason I want to go over here is because I think that's where Cedric was supposed to be, and he was the next person to talk to for the Kayran quest.
Where might you be going?
What kind of question is that? Anyway, know where I can find an elf named Cedric?
Don't get involved in this.
The merchants are putting up a lot of coin afraid of Sheila. Well, yeah, they are paying me a lot of money.
The merchants are paying good money for killing the beast.
Coin is never the most important thing.
Maybe, but it's still pretty useful.
I don't trust her.
Sheila? Why not?
She's a powerful sorceress. Dangerous to her foes, even more dangerous to her friends.
I know you don't like her. Any specific reason?
I'm just trying to warn you.
Thanks. I guess I'll have to ask her.
How?
We're going hunting together, right after I find Cedric.
Well, then let's go see him. He should be at the top of his observation tower.
How do you know that? Triss, why can't you just volunteer information? Why can't you just tell me why you don't like Sheila? And... Okay, same questions. Let's quick save. But Triss, there's things and people and... Oh, there's children following me again.
The elf named Cedric. Any of you know where he is?
What's your business?
I need to know if the forest's safe.
How am I to know if that's truly what you seek? It's common knowledge that you're racists.
Yeah, Why are small children following me? And where did Triss go? Crap, I lost her.
Why does he need two swords? Does he tend to lose them?
So when will you tackle the old man? A fine kettle of fish.
Again, no pants. Ew, thank you. Oh, there's Triss up there.
Can girls become witches too?
Maybe, I don't know. Wow, this is so pretty. This is so pretty.
In Belk. It'll be nearly a year now.
Moril would delight in a day like this, Seherim. Enjoy the memory of her. Don't wallow in the longing.
I try. I do. But I cannot believe all the bad blood this disappearance has bred.
Don't let others' shade poison your memory of her. Hatred is but an outlet for helplessness.
Thank you, Cedric. Vafail.
Vafail.
Take care of yourself.
Okay, as I was trying to say, there was a new update for location because we went into Lubinden, which was the village outside of Flotsam, from what I remember. So it says, this small settlement nestled against the walls of the trading post was supposedly founded long ago by Edirnian settlers. Even if true, this is of a little consequence. Though the village was a complete backwater compared to the provincial outpost, Lubinden and Flotsam depended on each other because most of the area's fishermen, boat builders, tar makers, and hunters inhabited the settlement, providing products and services which no frontier community could live without. Elves and dwarves made up a large share of Lubinden's population. Tensions between them and the local humans were lower than in the trading post proper, as they were all united in their daily labors. Okay. Anything new to say, Triss? No, nothing new. Okay, let's quick save and talk to Cedric.
Are you Cedric?
Who asks?
Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, the Witcher. And?
Triss Merigold.
Lovely scent, Triss.
Cedric, look at me.
Yeah, leave my girl
What
alone.
do you want, Geralt of Rivia?
Oh my goodness, I'm hunting the Kayran. Can you help? I'm looking for some witcher's work. I hunt monsters. Who was Moril? Who are you and what do you do here? Know the squirrels want to achieve. Well, let's ask who he is and what he does here first.
Who exactly are you?
One who warns humans against the dangers that lurk in the forest.
Care to clarify?
I am old, even for an elf. Yet the forest is older.
I've lived in it for years and understand it, though it's nothing I can explain. At times, I make mistakes and people don't come home.
So you help humans?
I just know if it's safe to venture beyond the gates or not.
Do I smell liquor? Are you drunk? Well, let's not insult him just yet. So, let's ask about the squirrels, or the Scoia'tael. Let's not call them squirrels.
What are the Scoia'tael fighting for?
Do you ask about the old ones, who hoped to restore our race to its previous glory? Or about the young ones, who fight for survival and out of suicidal revenge?
Yorvith's warriors. Which mold do they fit?
They believe they are still independent, and that there is but one just way to view their cause. In truth, however, they're but a shadow of the Enshe's former glory. They cling to delusions to the very moment when a sword or a noose ends their life, or until they realize the truth themselves, which is, I believe, the worst.
Okay, who was Moril?
The elf woman you were talking about. How did she disappear?
Seherim believes the forest took her.
What do you believe?
Moril simply vanished, almost a year ago now. Some say she was too beautiful, and Dwan must have harmed her.
You believe that?
If I have no evidence before me, I try to trust my feelings. And they tell me the forest did not take her.
Why would you keep that from Seherim?
Because it's meaningless. Perhaps she was murdered, perhaps she departed on her own, never to return. She's gone, and neither I nor Seherim can reverse that.
That's a fair point. Let's ask about Witcher's work.
I need to make a few orens. You wouldn't happen to have a job for a Witcher, would you?
There's never a shortage of work for a Witcher in this forest. It's positively teeming with beasts. Though I'm not surprised they come here in droves.
Know why that is?
Cursed places attract all sorts of scum, like dung attracts flies. There was once a great house in the clearing. They locked up lunatics there. During the war with Nilfgaard, it was raised in a fire. The lunatics broiled in their cells. The ruins remain cursed to this day. 2 daredevils went off to explore the ruins recently. They haven't been seen since.
A great house, you say. Tell me more about the building itself.
It was an old manor house that was converted into a mental institution. There was no shortage of lunatics in wartime. They just kept coming. Reverend Mircei locked them up in there and looked after them. If you find the 2 people lost in the ruins of the mental asylum, you stand to be handsomely rewarded. By them or their families.
Sure. Of course I'm going to give it a shot.
No harm in trying.
Oh, new quest. Yes, let's go find the crazy haunted asylum. Sounds like so much fun. Do you like ghost stories? Not really. You are going to hear a lot of them. Ghosts appear for the first time in this story in Flotsam. In a house standing in the depths of the forest, but let us start at the very beginning. It all began when Geralt was talking with Cedric. The elf told him about 2 men who'd headed to the ruined mansion and never came back. The Witcher was intrigued and decided to see what happened to them. Of course I did. Let's see, Cedric. For reasons that were not entirely clear, this wise and experienced elf had chosen to live among humans. He worked for the people of Flotsam as a lookout and trapper, and none had a better knowledge of the surrounding forest, whether it was the local plants and wildlife or the dangers that lurked amidst the trees. Cedric was the local inhabitant's chief and only source of information. Okay. Anything else? All right, so let's check all the rest of these monsters. I need to make some trousers, I think. Let's save and talk to him again. I hunt monsters. Let's try there.
I'm looking to hunt in this area, and I could use some advice.
I'm no witcher. I set traps, snares, try to keep neckers away from Lobinden. That's all.
I'm aiming a little higher than neckers.
The old man? Meaning the Kayran? Finally, Loredo's splurged. Listen, I'm not one to teach your grandmother to suck eggs. You witchers know your work. But if you pay me, I can prepare a useful trap.
What kind of trap?
Puncturing trap, immobilizing trap, even decoys to pull monsters into an ambush. Whatever you like. Since I can easily finish off an ensnared necker, it should be child's play for you.
Well, let's see what he can craft for me. So it looks like it's the same as the dwarf. If I want pants, I need to get my leather and twine. So I'll go... Oh man, I was hoping I went to drag all this stuff around. Oh well. So let's... do I smell liquor? Are you drunk? Let's try it. I did save.
Maybe I'll come back when you're sober.
You witches live a long life. You may indeed get to see that day.
That's wonderful. Okay, now let's ask about the Kayran.
I aim to kill the Kayran. Heard you might be able to help.
That depends on the sort of aid you seek.
I need information.
We should have killed it years ago. Now I don't know. The beast has become too large for the riverbed, and it has strange growths on its tentacles, extremely thick skin. Previously, it inhabited a swamp along one of the Pontar's tributaries. Completely wild terrain. Even the Scoia'tael don't venture there. You should go see the wreck of the boat it recently sank. Inspect any traces it's left. See the destruction.
Where's this wreck?
Venture south into the forest, then turn east toward the river. You'll find the ruins of a bridge erected long ago by the Enche. The wreck lies at their foot.
Thanks, Cedric.
You'll find me by the boat wreck.
Sheesh, Triss. Sure you're not overusing those teleports?
But you're my girl, and you're just gonna ditch me like that? All right, fine. The Kayran update. The Witcher found the elf in question about the monster. The poisonous mucus covered the beast. Lovely. So a single touch of its tentacle could fell a towering man, which I assume Geralt is. He needs an antidote, but to make this, he would first need a sample of the mucus. Ooh. And Triss will come with us. Where did Cedric go? Did he just ditch me as well? I wanted to see what you had to sell, but it's fine.
Careful there.
Anything else up here? Ooh, there's a chest. I'm assuming biter. All right, let's descend, and then we'll finish wandering around this village, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but I'll figure it out. Let's see. I can descend this way. Gosh, it is so pretty. It's just so dang pretty. Oh, there's a... Oh, it's for your list still. Your Veth. Like, do I go into the woods or do I not go into the forest?
Going somewhere, friend?
No, not really. I'm just gonna hang out here and look for Cedric again.
Say something, or did you just fart?
You guys are really pretty good at keeping things safe. All right, I'm gonna go in and out of buildings for a few minutes. If something super exciting happens, I will bring you back in.
What do you want?
I heard you're the local arm wrestling champ.
You bet I am.
I'd like to change that.
Many tried and walked away with shit in their britches. You want to go?
Yeah, do I ever? I hope.
You bet I do.
All right, come with me. Let's do it now. I'll be tied up later.
All right.
Bartholomew Bargee. Well, that was, let me save. That was not what I expected to do, but sure, let's get it done.
Ready?
Yep, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay. Oh, yay, we got him!
Strong as an ox. Here are your orens. Once we had a company of Adam Pangratt's mercenaries here.
Okay.
I'm the strongest here, so I took on a due. But that lad's got superhuman strength. He beat me like a child. If you ever see him, tell him Bargee drinks to his health.
All right.
Oh, I'm not done yet? I thought I would be done. Bring it on. I am done. I bet a tidy sum on Bargee and lost it all. The Witcher smashed the boat builder's hand down onto the table. Oh, it's right. It's Dandelion telling the story. And then they had a quick chat, and the Witcher learned that Bart had once bested Adam Pangratt himself. Our hero left the table as a champion of Flotsam. Great. There was my quest completed moment. Okay, well, now I'm really going to go into houses, and I'll pull you back in again when something exciting happens.
How's your health, Grandma?
Well enough, Sonny. What you looking for here in Lobenden?
Kingslayers.
Well, well. Seems I outlasted even Foltest. Now just to outlast Loredo. And I'll be on my way.
How did I miss this door the last time I was down here? What is in here? Oh.
Yet another Witcher.
Another Witcher? Hi, ladies.
Remind me, which one was this Foltest they killed?
Oh, dear.
A pleasure to see you. I believe we met in Vizima.
Did we? Okay.
No, I've seen that one today.
Hello, Margot.
Greetings. What can I get you, fine lad?
Oh, yeah. Tell me about Loredo.
What do you think of the Commandant?
Mr. Loredo is a great man. A great man. He looks after us, helping, like. Taxes are just as they should be. We're all pleased. He governs the trading post and we're all perfectly happy here.
Are you crazy? Great. I'm glad you're happy.
Excellent. You're a model citizen. I'll be sure to inform the Commandant.
Bah! Do I need publicity? I'm a humble woman. I know what's good for me. Loredo's our leader here and everything's all right.
Okay, bye. This was the girl who was making fun of the guard at when we first got here. The proprietor of the brothel was a hard-nosed businesswoman, yet she shepherded her flock of girls with almost motherly care. Oh, you're a nice madam, then. The wars for Upper Edirn, the part of Edirn that lies between Pontar and Dyffnin rivers, is called Lormac or Upper Edirn, depending on the interested party's political persuasion. These lands have been disputed for ages, with Cadwyn laying claim to them as well. During the last war with Nilfgaard, Edirn found itself in deep trouble, fighting an uneven battle to repel the onslaught of the Black Ones in the south. Sensing that its southern neighbor would ultimately bow to invaders, Cadwyn, Edirn's ostensible ally in that conflict, sent its armies to Lormark, annexing the region. Several days later, Margrave Mansfeld of Ard Carrig and Marshal Menno Cuhorn, commander-in-chief of the Nilfgaard army, greeted each other on a bridge spanning the Dyffin River. They shook hands over the bleeding, tortured corpse of the kingdom of Edirn, sealing a criminal partition of plundered lands. And even though Cadwyn restored Lormac to Edirn after the war, its taking of the territory with Nilfgaardian support was one of the most disgraceful acts in history. Lovely. Thanks. Nice reading you got there, Margot.
Ever heard of doing it Witcher and Striggett style?
Ew.
No, tell me. He downs a flask, tries to get it on, falls fast asleep, and she wakes up a virgin in the morning.
It's true what they say. Lies like a cat's.
Everybody here? Sitting comfortably?
Can girls become
Listen,
witches too?
Not so long ago, our King Foltest had a daughter named Adda. The girl died, but an evil man cursed her and wouldn't let her rest in peace. Adda was reborn as a Strigger. She left her sarcophagus at night and, hungry for human flesh, hunted on Vizima streets. The city was frozen with fear, and the king promised a reward for lifting the curse from his daughter. Many tried, but they all failed. Then a witcher came to Vizima. He heard people out, examined wounds left by the Strigger's talons, and accepted the job, despite many warnings. The witcher fought the beast the whole night. He led her on, dodged her fangs, and parried her furious attacks. Though he was close to death, he didn't want to kill her. This was the first time the Strigger saw such fierceness in a man. She felt the strength of his iron will and backed down. Witches know how to dispel enchantments and spells like nobody else. That brave soul also knew how to lift the curse. He sealed himself in the Strigger's sarcophagus, beside her mother's corpse, and waited for morning. The third cock crow lifted the evil spell and turned the Strigger back into a princess. However, the curse was not dispelled immediately. The witcher nearly died, attacked by the beast in girl's form. The king's men found him bleeding. They also found the princess cured, but still feeble of mind. That's how Foltest regained his daughter. Such things do happen under the sun and the moon. Today I'll tell ye how Lobendon came to be. A long time ago our forefathers came to this shore. The king granted them land on the condition they clear the forest. Back then, like now, the wilderness was a dark, dreadful place. But our forefathers wanted to settle here badly. They spent their nights on their riverboat. From the deck they could hear the old man and the howling of werewolves. During the day, they tried to clear the forest with fire and axe. The trees, however, were too large and too tough for Adernian steel, and the forest responded to fire by sending ever deadlier nightmares from its depths. A priestess came here with the settlers, a wise woman, who finally said that this land belonged to no man and would never submit to man. The priestess led the men deep into the forest and showed them the altar of the old god Veiopatis. All understood this land would never belong to them, and they could only settle its edge at best. Our forefathers bowed before Veiopatis and offered him sacrifice, and he protected them from the forest and gave them the river rich in fish. They posted poles in the forest to forever mark the boundary between the human and that which be not. That is how it was, is, and will yet be.
Hey there, Witcher! Are you Geralt of Rivia, sir?
Who's asking?
Thank you, Master, for what you did outside Lavalette Castle.
Our family would have perished if not for you. Please accept this modest gift.
Oh. Good of you to remember?
Thank you.
May the gods protect you.
Woe to the Vanquished. New phase. What? When fate plays tricks on the Witcher, these tricks are usually unpleasant. How surprised then when it was Geralt, when a family of burghers saved it from the soldiers at the Lavalette's castle, found him in Flotsam. Geralt accepted their thanks and a pouch full of orens. That event reminded him that Witchers defend people not only from monsters, but also from other people. Yeah, we do. Oh, and quest complete. Yay. All right, so I probably will be compiling a bunch of interactions together. I have spent probably a good half hour going into as many houses as I can. I'm sure I missed some and I'll figure it out later, but I want to spare you all of my looting of these people, not robbing them. But I did notice as I was walking around, since it's nighttime now, that there is a guy here named King Ziggy. And I remembered the name because I picked up a quest called Fight Club. And I had to go and find him to, I'm guessing, get into more fights. So that's why I'm bringing you back in and explaining everything. So let's see what the king has to say.
My boys won't give no fucking grief. They'll soon pay you back. King Ziggy ain't no thief.
Okay, that's lovely.
Who does King Ziggy behold? Given any thought to my proposal?
Yeah, let's, well, why don't you fill me in first?
Give me the details.
Only once you've made your mind up, my friend. For now, you'll have to make do with the lure of fame and coin. Or you can go on wasting your talents beating the dust out of drunkards around the inns. What do you say?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm ready.
I'll explain on the way.
Spit it out.
Know what Flotsam's famous for?
Nothing.
You're wrong there. There are only 2 towns worth visiting in the Pontar Valley. Bondar, famous for having the most beautiful whores in the north, and Flotsam, for having the best fist-fighting scene.
Who organizes these fights?
Officially, no one. But look hard and you'll be surprised what you can find. It's a vibrant scene with winners and losers of all kinds. I promote fighters, place them in tournaments. Singled you out and venture to say you'll not regret that. Now, let's go where boys become men and brawlers become champions. The place reeks of blood, but come outstanding and you'll sense the...
Halt!
Don't recognise King Ziggy?
I know you, but who's the other one? He looks dangerous.
Like all of King Ziggy's fighters.
Well, that farmhand you brought in last time was carried out all broken in no time.
What?
This one will be different. You'll see. The Commandant himself will bet a fortune on him.
All right. But if I'm to let him in, he has to leave all his weapons here.
I don't want to. Weapons are my way of life. Sure, fine.
Fine.
You're a rich man already.
The weapons will be waiting in the trunk outside the gate.
It better be. Great. Okay, let's follow Ziggy. Is there anything else updates? Is there anything else to update? Oh my gosh. King Ziggy took Geralt to Loredo's residence, making it clear that the commander was the patron of fist-fighting duels in Flotsam. Yeah, I couldn't get into...
Loredo?
In the flesh.
Does he condone these fights?
Condone? He sets them up. A lot of coin at stake here. I haven't been too lucky lately, but I believe you'll change that. People will remember King Ziggy. Just don't disappoint me.
Okay. Where are we? I couldn't get in that door when I was wandering around, but that explains why. Okay, Loredo's residence. I want to go. I want to go explore all these places.
Finish the fucker off!
Ziggy the Clown returns.
And in grand fashion. I've got a contender who's about to be famous.
The Monster Slayer? How'd you talk him into fighting?
King Ziggy has his ways.
All in all, looks promising.
We're about to make Flotsam famous for its mug fights. They'll sing songs about Ziggy and Geralt. You just win and I'll take care of the rest. Ready?
Sure, fine.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Grand. I'll hear you say my name with reverence yet. Twigs will be your first opponent, so called because bones snap with his every punch.
I love these pussies with cocky names.
Suck it to him!
Oh dear, I didn't even get a chance to save. Oh no.
Stand your ground!
Ooh.
Finish the fucker off!
Oh.
Suck it to him!
Oh, did you just try to pull my hair?
Stand your ground!
Beautiful job rearranging his face.
Who's next?
One Punch Matho. Name says it all. Downs most opponents with his first punch.
Sure. Sure. I want to save, but let's just keep going and see what happens.
I'll see if I can't make him throw a second.
Good luck.
Suck it to him! Finish the fucker off!
Although I don't know why Geralt doesn't have any clothes on anymore.
Stand your ground!
Guessing it's some Raven's armor glitch or something. Again with the hair.
Suck it to him!
You're the discovery of my lifetime.
Think we're made for each other?
Indeed, but we've a long way to go. Your next opponent is Smugface, also known as Tasseledick.
Not too popular then.
He has tassels on his clothes. Last month, he bit his opponent's ear off.
Ew. I'm sure.
Bring on this Tasseledick.
Finish the fucker off!
I don't see any tassels.
Suck it to
but
him.
He's huge.
Stand your ground!
Geralt, I'm thinking maybe we should cut your hair. I'm just saying. Just putting it out there.
Finish the fucker off!
All right, good job,
Stand
Geralt.
your ground!
One more and we'll be rich and famous.
Great.
Who is it?
Zdenek. In a rumble, it takes at least 4 lads to take him down.
Wait, didn't we fight him in the first one? Like, the Witcher 1 first one. Like, he lost his tooth, right?
I'll do it single-handed.
Don't underestimate him.
Witcher, come here a minute. It's impressive technique.
Thanks.
Last fight's coming up, and everyone's betting on the dead cert. You. Except for me.
What do you want, Loredo?
Zdenek has to win, but the true winners will be you and me. A third of the jackpot's yours, and that's not an offer.
I'm gonna go with no. I don't want to, like... No, I don't like you.
I see. You're a regular con.
Your opinions don't interest me. You ought to take a dive. That's that.
Piss off, old man.
Suck it to him!
It is him! Like, I'm beating up a senior citizen again.
Stand your ground!
I didn't feel right about it the first time.
Finish the fucker off!
Oops. Oh no!
Suck it to him!
Ooh! Oh god, it's the headbutts. Oh, they're so violent.
Finish the fucker off!
I know, I'm trying. There we go. Oh.
Pay up.
Here's your coin. The guards will take you to the gate. You'll regret this.
I doubt
I
it.
told you we'd win. I've got a real sense for these things.
I think you owe me something.
Why don't we have some fun first? A free round at every inn, not to mention the girls.
You can screw my share.
Okay, Fight Club. It's completed. Yay! Let's see. Zdenek. Whether anyone liked it or not, Geralt became the fist-fighting champion of Flotsam. Other challenges would await him in the future, but the victory over Loredo was the sweetest. Did I have anything else? I don't think so. Okay. Oh, let me get all my gear. And let's get dressed again. Oh, much better. And then I need my sword. And my other sword. And I'm sure there's more, but I'll worry about the rest later. But I think this is actually where I'm going to end things for today. We might be a little bit shorter than 45 minutes, but I can't think of a better stopping point after becoming the Fight Club champion. So yeah, in our next video, I do want to work on, I've got this poker face Flotsam, and I don't know what else I need to work on. I need to kind of go through my quest log and wander around a bit more and kind of figure things out. But yeah, this is where we're ending things, and that is that. As always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again on Saturday with another new Witcher video.